Hi there, my name is Michael Peruzzi, and today I'll be talking about the events that happened in October of 1991. In October of 1991, there were quite a few different things that happened that I found interesting enough to tell you about. So, the first category I'm going to talk about is sports, which is probably my favorite category. So, on October 5th, Fresno State ties the NCAA record with 49 points in the quarter, which is absurd, and I don't think that has been beaten yet. October 6th, Dave Cone ties the National League record in MLB for striking out 19 batters in one game. Also on October 6th, the Orioles played their last game at the Baltimore Memorial Stadium, and it just so happened it was against the Detroit Tigers. That's why I threw that one in there, a little bit of hometown. October 12th, Doug Flutie set the college football passing record by passing for a ridiculous 582 passing yards. October 17th, which actually happens to be my birthday, Paul Coffey set the NHL defenseman scoring record by having 1,053 career points. I think today that one still stands, but I'm not 100% sure. So our next category is going to be pop culture. On October 3rd, Garth Brooks won at the 25th Country Music Association Awards for Best Country Music Singer and Songwriter. October 7th, child star Adam Rich, who's from Eight Is Enough, was actually arrested for stealing a drug-filled syringe from a hospital that he was staying at for some issues he was having. October 7th, the law professor Anita Hill accused a Supreme Court nominee going by the name of Clarence Thomas of making sexual inappropriate comments to her. And that was a pretty big thing back in the day because you didn't really hear about it too much. So when that came out, it was really big news. Same with this one, October 11th, a televangelist by the name of Jimmy Swaggart, he was seen soliciting a prostitute. So that was all over the news, and people didn't know what to do because being a televangelist, most of the time those people are, not supposed to do anything of that kind of nature. And for him to be doing that, a lot of people were pretty upset about that. Also on October 17th, the Blue Man Group, that I'm sure everyone knows, they actually had their first performance in New York City. And I thought that was a cool one because, like I said, that's also on my birthday. So I thought that was actually pretty fun, a pretty fun fact to know about. So on my last category, I went into history. There is actually a lot of different things that happened in the history in October of 1991. We'll start on October 5th. A military transport plane crashed at Jakarta, and that killed 133 people on that crash. So it was pretty devastating. Also on October 5th, the USSR reduces nuclear weapons arsenal. So for us, that was a good thing. I'm not sure where we stand with that now, but back then it was okay. On October 8th, the Croatian parliament cut all remaining ties with Yugoslavia. I don't really know much about that, but I mean, if they cut ties with them, I'm assuming it was a good thing that they did that. On October 10th, an ex-postal worker by the name of Joseph Harris killed 4 other postal workers after he was fired from his job. So that was a pretty bad day for us. And then also on October 10th, the U.S. cut all foreign aid to Haiti. Back then, sounds like it was a good idea. I know we've given some help to them recently, so that's a good thing. On October 16th, and at this time, this was the biggest thing that happened, a guy by the name of George Joe Hennard, he went on and killed 23 people and then killed himself, and he also wounded 20 other people in the state of Texas. On October 18th, the U.S. starts to perform nuclear testing in Nevada. So most people would say, probably around Area 51, stuff like that. They started to do a lot of nuclear testing back then. So I would assume now we're probably super advanced in that. And this last one I thought was actually a really cool thing. It was on October 23rd, and Dr. Kevorkian made what people call the suicide machine. And a lot of people didn't agree with it, but some people did. And that was actually the first time that his machine helped assist two people to commit suicide in October of 1991. One or two other things that I know about October of 1991. That was actually the first that started the Red Wings 25 years in a row of being in the playoffs. And that just ended a couple years ago, but 1991 was the first year that actually started. So I thought that was cool. That was right around when my birthday was. I thought that was really interesting. And then I also know that Eminem, who is from Detroit, and many people love him, his birthday actually falls in October. I want to say it is October 17th, so it might be the same day as mine, but I can't remember for sure. But it's right around there. So I thought those were a couple cool home things that a lot of people could kind of look at and think that was pretty cool. Thank you very much for listening to everything I had to say. Have a good one.